Hey, what's up guys, it's Juzon. I'm going to be covering the top supports to run for your team as well as ranking them. As always, your character's timestamp will be below, so if you want to skip ahead you can, but if you want to support the channel, then watch the whole video as it really does help me get into the YouTube algorithm. I do have a couple videos in mind, maybe like the top 5 strongest teams to use, or a video compiling everything that's wrong with the game and kinda how to get around it. So let me know what you would prefer in the comment section below, and let's get started. So first off, we have Nezuko support. Her crazy scratching has high priority. It beats a lot of other characters' specials, it beats a lot of other supports and attacks. The tracking is really good on it. It can go at least half of the map and still track even if you're dashing or jumping around. It's really easy to combo from. You can do your ultimates from it. It's just a very good all-around support character. Her heal bash is worth mentioning. I don't use it as often. It has saved me a couple times. However, the startup of it, she can get hit out of it very easily, and it doesn't have that much priority over other people's attacks or specials. Next we have Murata. His water surface slash is one hit. It isn't really that good for pressure or combos. His water will is fairly slow and can be hit out of it easily. It's not easy to combo, and you do kind of need to time your attack correctly because they are higher up in the air. It leaves them airborne, so you just have to time it. But with the delay from like playing online and the delay from console already, it can be a bit tedious to get the combo to pick up from some time. So he is D tier in that regard. Next we have Inosuke. I believe Inosuke is really good. He's pretty strong against people who like to block a lot because he does all of his support moves do a decent amount of damage to the block barrier. His pierce does really good damage to the block barrier. Up close, the startup is very fast, but far away he can get hit out of his startup on the move. So just keep that in mind if you're gonna call him out to start your pressure from a distance. It does have really good tracking and it's easy to combo from. Now his crazy cutting is great for extended pressure, so say you start your block string and then you call him out and then you start your block string again. Like, it has a decent amount of time where you can jump cancel and get back to doing pressure again. However, it's not that easy to combo from, and you just kind of need to time it correctly. Next we have Tanjiro. His waterfall basin is very good because it has a long active time and it's easy to combo from, and even when it's out on block you kind of just have to wait for the active time to go away because you can't really do anything about it. Even if you push block it, you need to just back up. You can't go on your offense when it's out there. His water will is also good. It's easy to combo from. The game is kind of run right now by the water style moves. They're just really strong at this point. So he's a good character to run, but he doesn't really excel at anything as far as a support character will go. So I just have him at B tier. So now we're on to Giyu. His constant flux doesn't have priority and he can get hit out of it very easily. Its startup is not the fastest, so it's not really good in calling it out to start pressure. They kind of already need to be in a block string, or you already need to be doing a combo for it to be useful for the most part. Water will is fairly fast, but it doesn't have a long active time, but it also is easy to combo from. But the active time can throw you off. Sometimes it may hit and they're still able to block right after, and sometimes you're able to get a combo from it, so it's kind of iffy in that regard, but it still is pretty solid of a support to use, so I have him at B tier. So next we have Shinobu. Her 6-fold thrust and her swift thrust are fairly similar. They're both easy to combo from. However, the 6-fold thrust is a little bit easier to combo from because you have a long active time to combo after. It kind of leaves them stunned for a very long time, like almost a ridiculous amount of time. You can run up from very far and still get your combo going. The 6-fold thrust is good if the opponent is at a distance because it does track and it covers, I don't know, maybe like 2/3 of the map to hit the opponent. The tracking is decent though, and so she is S tier. She's pretty much on par with Nezuko, just doesn't have as much priority as Nezuko. So now we're on a Zenitsu. We have Thunderclap Flash Prime. Depending on the distance, he'll either run up to the opponent then do his move, or he will start it instantly when he drops down. It just depends on how close you are to the opponent. It's fairly easy to dodge though, and it's not easy to combo from, especially if you're a distance away. You're not going to get anything off of that. Now his Thunderclap and Flash is faster to come out. It's easier to combo from, but it's not as easy to dodge, but it's still fairly easy. So I have him at D tier just because he can't really he doesn't really have a presence on the field as a support. If you're already on the move, you really don't have to worry about Zenitsu support at all. So next we have Makomo. Her water surface slash has decent tracking and has a wide area effect, and it also hits twice, so it's very easy to combo from. Now her water wheel is probably one of the best water wheels in the game in my opinion. It has two parts, one being the initial startup, which can track and goes about halfway across the map. The second part being the actual water wheel. It's good for covering your approach and is easy to combo from. So next we have Sabito, and this one kinda stings a little bit because I like Sabito as a character, but his water basin, the tracking on that thing isn't really good. Like, it can miss up close. It's just insane that it misses and how often it misses sometimes, depending on what character you're running as point and what moves you're trying to combo it from. His Shadow of the Dawn tracking is really good. However, when he runs directly towards the opponent, he can get hit out of it very easily. If the first swing misses, it does autocorrect though, so the tracking is really nice. But the bad part is since he has to run, it just gets hit out of mostly all the time. Even the opponent can just swing and hit him out of it before he even starts to get going. So I have to put him in D tier because of that. So now we have Hinokami Tanjiro. His cross slash is really fast and has good priority, and it's also very easy to combo from. Now his Scorching Rush has a really great area effect, and even if you dodge it and you get clipped a little bit at the end of it, since it has a long active time, you can still combo from it. So all around very good support, and I have to throw him in A tier. So I'm gonna have to throw Sakonji in C tier. His water basin is decent, like it's good for pressure. However, even if it hits, the second hit is a heavy knockdown, so you don't get much from it since you can't combo from it. His water wheel is decent, there's nothing really great about it, so he's just a C tier. And lastly we have Kyujuro. His Flame Tiger is some of the best priority I've seen in the game as far as supports go. It has a wide area effect and decent tracking. It's also easy to combo from. But I think the strongest point about this is that you can't see what's going on. I do a lot of grabs in the game. I think grab tech is very strong in this game, and having Kyujuro as a support makes it very easy to grab people when I'm canceling my pressure. They can't see it coming, so it's just a really strong tool as far as that goes. Now his Blazing Universe has a bit of startup and you can get hit out of it in the beginning, but it's a pretty solid move. You just need to time your attacks if you plan to combo from it, because it does kind of have the same effect where they're in the air and it's just kind of hard. You just have to time it right. So yeah guys, that's it for the video. Let me know what you guys think of the placement, and if you have any trouble getting around any of the supports, maybe I'll do a video on how to get around some of the strongest supports in the game. But that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one.